What's going on, all you guys and girls? Here we are in the wastelands once again, and today we're looking at a build guide. Now this is on one of my previous saves, and I believe it's around level 16 or 17, so it's a very mid-game build that a lot of people can get, and you can gear it up quite easily once you've got your Kodiak to kind of like chassis number 2, I believe. If that interests you, then stay tuned. It's coming up next.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Whee.
Welcome back, all you guys and girls. So here we are with the man himself, and to be perfectly honest, one of my favourite builds. It is really fun to play. So this is Chaos, and he is a beast. So let's go through what he's got on, shall we? So we'll go through his inventory first, and if you have a little look, he's got the Commandant's helmet, which is really good. I would probably say this is the best head slot item in the game. It's really good. You get it quite early on. You've just kind of got to do a little quest chain, and then you can earn this. He's got the Chemtech chest. I think I butchered that name. Chemtech chest, shall we say? And that's got nice armor, extra healing, resistance to poison, but the most important thing about it is it's got the combat stim. Now this gives you plus 2 AP and plus 15% hit chance for 6 turns. That is absolutely amazing. Again, I would say this is one of the best chest pieces in the game and will go on a lot of builds. This one can be gotten from Denver Ruins, from the person there that sells your armor and weapons. So basically just make sure you buy this beforehand if you're going to blow it all up. Now this bit right here is quite easy to get mid-game again. You can get it from chests. I believe at some point you can get it from your own vendor as well. It's the power armor legs, and we're just having that just to give ourselves a little bit of more armor, a little bit of survivability. And finally we've got the winner's badge, which is quite difficult to get, but you can get it as long as you do an encounter with the gold school patron. From there you go up and you find it with high perception on the cliff. So all of those very easily obtainable mid-game. The weapons we're using are going to be the minigun, which is the heavy LMG, and the Purifier flamethrower. Both, once again, absolutely devastating. The Purifier flamethrower can be found in quite a few places, as such as can the minigun. One of the places I believe is the massacre site, and they can also be got from your own HQ vendor a little bit later on, I believe. Now the items, to be perfectly honest, all your choice, but make sure you have some health items. A med hypo is always a good choice because you get more of these than most things, and you've already got that increased healing. Now with the build, this minigun is nigh on the integral bit of this build. So what have we got on? If we go over to here, you've got coordination up to 8, awareness only up to I believe 5 or 6 there, but what you'll want to do, your awareness will be completely maxed out to give you that extra range and that extra hit chance, extra range damage and hit chance. And your strength, if you can, chuck that up as high as possible. Your intelligence and your coordination, you will, by the very end of this build, you will want it right at the end. If you wanted to chuck a few points in luck or a few points in charisma, you could, because to be perfectly honest, the strike rate will go up very high if you put this up. But your main ones will be intelligence, strength, awareness and coordination. Now just down here, if you have a little look, the quirk we're going with is the serial killer. Now the reason for that is because most times you cannot make these heavy guns really do 2 strikes or 2 shots because they just cost too much. So this one costs 7 every time I want to shoot it because it is a really devastating gun. Once we're at this level here with this coordination, we can actually shoot this twice as long as we get a kill on the first go, because the serial killer perk basically takes away 1 AP, but as soon as you get a kill once per turn, you're going to get 3 AP. So as long as you're in range, you shoot and you kill someone, you're going to get another shot off straight away and kill someone else. Now over here for the background, I have just put the goat killer, because to be perfectly honest, I like it where you get a little bit of extra crit. It's down to your preference. If you want to choose something else, you very well could, but I think this works best in this build. Now finally for skills, what you'll want to have will be big guns completely maxed out, your survival probably eventually maxed out, and your weird science probably eventually maxed out. But you will need more than anything big guns and weird science up to level 6, just so that you can equip the Chemtech chest. Now this works really well because, as you know, on characters you can't just have full offensive capabilities, you've got to have some into the other ones just so that you can actually get on with the game. So your non-combat skills as such. So that's 2 of them. Then if you wanted to put one in another non-combat skill later on, you'll probably still have enough points. For the perks, what I've got, I really like these, the quick slots. You don't have to have it though. I would definitely recommend these 2, the armor and the health as such. And then from there you're going to want big guns suppressing fire, terrorizer for the flamethrower, and of course this one. And the final one will be this one just here, widespread. Increases the firing arc of heavy machine guns and flamethrowers by 35%. It's devastating. And obviously because you've got your survival one, you can actually have it where you will have a bonus damage to animals and mutants. And finally the last one, which is really good, once you get this, you've basically got a clear picture of the whole map and you can kind of just venture around searching everything because you know where everything is. It's really good to have at mid game. Finally, the weird science, I would kind of hold off on a little bit on weird science because you'll be using your minigun all the way through, and then if you wanted to try out the other heavy machine gun right near the end of the game, then you would change it and use the weird science perks. But that would only be once you find that right at the end, I believe in Yuma County. Right, so what can this fella do? Well, Alright guys and girls, hopefully you've enjoyed that video and you've seen what this build is about. It is a really good build, really powerful single target, good multi-target with the flamer, or if you can get the strike rate up, an absolutely devastating beast with the minigun once you use its special move. As always guys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, drop a sub if you'd like to become part of the Sofa Squad, and for all things Xbox and soon Xbox Series X, I will bring you all the latest and greatest content and some fun gameplay. As always guys and girls, take care, I'll see you on the next day.